Welcome back, Gaming with King family, to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for our opening round of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So we're going to be going under the lights in Vegas here for the opening round. All right, so we're using Verstappen and Leclerc, but I want to switch out. Verstappen for Alonso. Or we want to take a look at the stats and see. Alright, so Alonso has a little better race start. Ooh, now I see the reason why Max Verstappen performs how he performs. Alonso has a little more race start than him, so I know now what to do to beef up my Max Verstappen for him to give me that charge that Alonso gives us. So let's go run our first race here. And see how we do in this one. Here we go for first race on Bahrain. Let's go get qualified. Alright, so what we'll have to do is we'll have to make sure that Verstappen already has a good amount of overtaking. So we'll have to make sure that his race start stats is at the max it can be, so we could give him boosts like the couple, boosts like the Prince, boosts like the Rooster, but that's all we're going to give him, or unless we're going to give him one boost like the Herald or the Nazar. Alright, so we're going to give Verstappen the Herald there, and then we're going to go couple for Leclerc. Now we've given him the Herald, he should have just a little bit or equal to Leclerc's race start. So let's see if he's more aggressive on the start here, or if he's going to be the very same. Right, Leclerc is moving up, and here comes Max Verstappen trying to squeeze through up to P12 now. Yes, he can get up there, trying to get by Ocon. Got him. Now Gasly up the inside, squeezed. Good defense from Gasly there. As Verstappen moves up the inside now of Gasly as he overtakes and move up to P9. Look at Leclerc go. He's already up to P3, and he's going to take Lewis Hamilton on the last corner. There we go, before his power unit is out. Alright, so great start now from both drivers. Max Verstappen actually followed through with the race start buff that he got from the Herald boost. And he's making good use of that cornering, though it's not 20, it's about 15 cornering, so he's down 5, but that's alright. He's still making good use of that. Alright, and then we see Charles Leclerc now holding down P2. P1 is also on soft, so he's not gonna catch up to P1. He's just gonna race behind him as Max Verstappen moves up to P5 through the hard tires of Sergio Perez. Now he has hard tires on Leclerc, so he might be able to clear Leclerc, as we wanted to go for 4 laps. Yes, now he clears Leclerc, so we're gonna go 4 laps with him. We're gonna do 3 laps with Leclerc here, and we're bringing back to soft tires. We're not gonna try and push him to overtake Verstappen at this point. We're just gonna allow him to drive. And then we'll just boost him on into pit. Now we want to see Verstappen coming across the line, 25%. That's good. He's going to get up to P2. And then we're going to bring him back to hard tire, so we have room to boost, as Leclerc, now on the softer compound, should go through these hards. And then we can push him now to try and overtake Verstappen at this point. Is where we want to squeeze up the inside. There we go. Alright, so we got Verstappen. Now we'll just cut him down there. Alright, so now he's going to be leading, as he's going to be going back into pit in front of Max Verstappen on his softs. Now we're going to boost in or Verstappen to come out on those hards, because we want to have room to boost. We could have gone for another set of mediums and do 4 laps, but we'll have no room to boost. I want the room to boost, so we'll go for the hards. Alright, now we're gonna just let Verstappen empty this power unit to close the gap to these guys, so he'll catch up all of those on hard tires when they go to pit. Alright, we're looking good so far. Can we squeeze up George Russell inside? There we go. Alright, so we can cut down now or Verstappen as he's moved up to P4. And we'll put in our go to pit orders with no service in for Leclerc. And we could just empty our power unit now with Leclerc to get to pit. We see Carlos Sainz coming back at us. He's on whole softs, gonna be going into pit. Verstappen going into pit, so we're pushing for Verstappen. Want to see if you could catch AI Verstappen in the pits. That would be nice. Pushing him. Yes, he did catch him, but he's gonna repass us as he's gonna be on softs. Now, could we catch up though to Lewis and get a pass and leave Lewis to deal with AI Verstappen in the back? As AI Verstappen, we defended there, holding him off. Can we pass Lewis though, is the question. We're gonna try and attack Lewis. Now he's too far away, so we can't attack from there. We're just gonna try and defend. Alright, so we didn't manage to hold off AI Verstappen. He's on the softer compounds anyways. But I was trying to get Lewis to defend and hold him off, but we didn't have the power unit to do so. Alright, can we squeeze up the inside of both? Oh man, we almost squeezed up the inside of both of them right there. Alright, last chance to protect your position. Last chance. Squeeze up the inside of Lewis. Nope, but we still protected P3 after we retook it from Verstappen as he was trying to overtake Lewis and Lewis blocked. Alright, so great race there for our first one. 1-3 for us. We'll take that. So let's wait now for the rival to finish his race. Then we'll take a quick look at his setup, at the debriefing window, and we'll jump on into the next one. Alright, so there we go, 46 points. We'll take that. Now let's take a quick look at the debriefing window. We had the higher team score, and there we go. That was a setup strategy that we used, and the strategy the rival used, and the AI cars. Here are the drivers. Yep, and that's the car. Alright, so we had a better car here. The rival car was just a faster pit stop car than ours. Alright, let's go jump on into our next race. Let's go racing at the Red Bull Ring. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get here. There we go, P10, P14. Alright, and we kind of have a better option for Max Verstappen in terms of boost than the couple, which is going to be the Herald, as his race start is a little bit lower than for Charles Leclerc. So we're going to keep the Herald on Verstappen for now, and then we'll keep the couple on Leclerc. Alright, so both drivers get some cornering, some overtaking, and the most important race start. Right, and look at that start from Verstappen, almost catching up to Leclerc. Normally he would have been stuck, but now he's just moving through with the Herald, giving him a nice little buff on his race start. Right, up the inside goes Leclerc up to P6. On the outside now of Alonso, switching back to the inside line, squeeze in front of Alonso, picking off Lewis Hamilton as he goes by them both. Right, and we see Max Verstappen squeezing past Sergio Perez, now squeezing past Lewis Hamilton as the rival boosts away behind on his softs, coming to catch up to Verstappen. We're not going to try and defend the rival, we're just going to allow him to do his thing, as we want to get 5 laps out of these softs and 4 laps out of these softs, and 5 out of these mediums. Alright, so P4, P7 is where we are currently, and we're just cruising for now. Let's take a quick look at the tire compound. So everybody in front is on softs, and we're leading the pack with the mediums. We're right behind, trailing the softs with the medium tires. Alright, so we're going to go around for another lap, and we're just going to cut that down to conserve, and we picked off P4, and then we'll go to pit. Or go to pit orders, and P4 has retaken his position because we're on conserve. We want the tires to make it to the pits, so we have to keep him on conserve for now. Now we'll just boost him off from there. He's going to enter in front, holding his position. Now we can just squeeze just a little bit of power unit out of Verstappen, and then we'll just close him down. We're going to be bringing Verstappen for the hard tires, so he doesn't have to go back to pit. Let's cut him back up, as Leclerc will be going back to pit. So we're basically going for the one-stop strategy with Verstappen. We can now boost on into pit, and we'll allow Leclerc to just move through on his softs and pick up back some of these positions when he's now up to P3. Now let's take a look. We have softs and a hard tires in front of us, and we're going to be boosting him by again. Alright, so we're back out in P9. So what we're going to do now is just empty our power unit so we can catch those who are going to be in pit there. Now let's boost by these hards on Verstappen, and there we go, up to P6 with Verstappen. And we're going to cut down there. Rival boosting. We're not going to defend the rival. He'll have to make another pit stop anyways. We're going to be going into pit now for no servicing with Leclerc. And as we push now Verstappen and push Leclerc as well. Alright, so looking good. So a few cars in front will be going to pit, those on softs and those on those mediums. How far out are they is the question. P1 is way out, so he's going to get away. But P2 to remainder are going to be caught. So we should catch all of those except for P1. He's going to get away. So we should be at P3, P4 going through now. There we go. We have a hard tires behind and a hard tires in front. So we can catch up to the hard tires in front and pick up that position. Nice and easy. There we go. And move up to P2, P4. That's it. It's a matter now of seeing if, I think P3 is too far. AI Verstappen, he's too far for or Verstappen to catch up. So we're gonna settle at P2, P4 for this one. All right. Last push. Great race for us. Great drive from our drivers, and we managed to make up some good places here in this opening round race. All right. So yeah, so we've solved our problem with Verstappen being a little bit sluggish, and it was apparently his race start stats wasn't as strong as Leclerc's. So we've solved that, and now he's performing great. So let's take a look at the debriefing. One thing I would like for Hutch to add to the game is on the debriefing window here, I would love to see the stats. Just put like a little plus, the amount of stats beside each stat, what the boost gives, because really and truly we do see the difference when we are using boost, but we really don't see the stats in the debriefing window. And I think it's information that should be shared in the debriefing window to players, right? What stats the boost improved and the new improvement scores of those boost stats. All right, let's jump on into our next race. Here we go for our next race. We are on Silverstone. It's been a while since we've seen Silverstone in the GP events. It's been a few events since we've seen Silverstone. P13, 14 for our drivers. We'll take that. All right, let's go. We're gonna go medium, hards, mediums, as usual. That's the strategy for Singapore. All right. I'm gonna go for the Prince here for my Verstappen on hards. Still gonna give him a good amount of race start that he should be able to use to his advantage. Get a perfect start. Silverstone is one of those tracks where the start is a little bit slow and then it picks up as the race goes on. Alright, so we're now up to P9, P13, P12. Now we see Leclerc trying to squeeze up in the positions as Verstappen's caught up. Now let's see if there's all softs in front of us. Nope, there are softs and mediums. Mediums and hard tires mainly in front of us. So we'll be able to pick up some more positions as we push our drivers to their limits. And they're now out of power unit. Alright, trying to squeeze by George Russell. Yes, we did get him right in the end of the corner there. Can we squeeze up the inside with Verstappen? He was pushed back as the rival boosts by on his softs or on his medium tires as Leclerc moves up to P4. Beautiful drive from Leclerc. Come on, defend Verstappen. Don't let them bully you. You are going to be needing to do 4 laps on those hard tires. As the rival Verstappen on his softs, burning them out. Coming on. Right, so final lap for Leclerc, then we're just going to bring him on to hards. See if we can squeeze by Norris. Yes, we can. Alright, so we'll bring him on to hards to go to finish. Let me see what tires are in front of me. Mediums as well. So I expect everybody to be going into pit now. So we're going to use some of the power unit down here and then cut that down and then just boost it back up. And then we're just going to boost now for Verstappen to go by pit, possibly see if he can pass everybody. And I'd say he's up to P6. We squeeze up the inside. Good try from Verstappen. And we'll cut Leclerc there. Alright, so Verstappen moved up to P5. Now we want to kind of save power unit with Verstappen a bit because he's going to be coming onto the medium tires and we want to have just enough. Now when he does come onto the medium tires, as Leclerc is aggressively attacking on his hards to pick up everybody who's going to be going into pit, making his way back up to P3. Come on, get the jump, get the jump. Alright, Verstappen didn't get blocked in, which is pretty good. Now he's going to be out on his mediums. He got pushed back to P7 though, but we should be able to squeeze past Lance Stroll fairly quickly. Alright, so we should only have like hard tires in front of our Verstappen. There it is, all hard tires. So we can just use that to our advantage, the softer compound, and just push over Verstappen at certain points like here for him to try and overtake, get the position just like that. Then we'll just cut him down, a few cars in pit. Alright, so we want him to close the gap to P4. We're just gonna give him a little bit of power unit here and there to close the gap. We don't want to burn it down, just want to have just enough to give ourselves a chance to pass when we do catch up to P4. Alright, and then we're gonna just empty now the power unit on Charles Leclerc, see if he can go and catch up to P1, P2. As our Verstappen tries his very best here to close the gap to P4. He's getting close. Now we give him the support, give a little bit of support through here as well. He gets a nice little launch up to P4. Now we're on him and we're gonna want to try and pass. Not yet, not yet. We can try on this corner. There we go, looking good. And we see Leclerc moving up to P2 as well. Now he's out of power unit, so he can't challenge for P1, but a great race in the end. P2, P4 for us here at Silverstone as our drivers perform a great drive and pick up some positions as they went along. All right, so let's wait now for the rival to complete his race, and then we can take a look at the debriefing window to see the strategies that was used. Yeah, Silverstone is mainly a one-stop strategy. If you're going to go two-stop at Silverstone, you probably have to start at the front of the pack, and then you could create this massive gap with soft tires. If you start at the front of the pack, you could just use your softs to create this massive gap to the rest of the pack, so you get a free pit stop. Right? So that was the match. Let's go jump on into our final race of the video. Here we go for final race of the video. We're on Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Let's go. Alright, nice qualifiers. Look at that Leclerc. He's just not having it today. He's all the way out there, P14. Verstappen back in P18. Alright, so we're going to go for the hard tires for Verstappen, and we're going to go for the softs for Leclerc. Now we're going to go Herald in this race, as this race is all about overtaking and making up some early positions, and we want our drivers to be able to do that. So we're gonna get that perfect start, and we see Leclerc boosting off there, and we see Verstappen following him here, exactly how we want to see our Verstappen, acting very aggressive like Sergio Perez, and we've narrowed it down to good race start. All right, up the inside goes Leclerc. Can he move up to P6? He's trying. Ooh, who's that? Alonso getting a snag there as we both stroll by, as I was trying to overtake Carlos Sainz. And we're going to cut down here and cut down there. And we're just going to wait. And then we'll hit it back up right on the edge of the corner. And we're glitching all over the place, trying to squeeze by Sainz. Now we get him in the corner. Alright, as we cut back down. Right now, or Leclerc, we're going to bring him into pit back for soft tires, or we could just do a hard stint in the middle and then we'll come back to softs for the end stint. All right, so Jeddah is automatically a two-stop strategy. You can't do a one-stop here. I don't know if you max out your drivers, if the hards are going to be giving you 3 to 4. I doubt it, but yeah, it's a one-stop track. Alright, let's boost now in or Leclerc, and then we want to boost by pit or Verstappen to pick up everybody who's in pit as he moves up to P2, which is nice. Alright, we're gonna bring him in back into pit now. We're gonna go for the soft compound. Normally I would go for the mediums, but it is Max Verstappen and he has good tire management, so the soft compound will get the job done, as Leclerc now in P8 holds it down, as we're going to be going now for 3 laps on his hards. And we could go boost or Verstappen, cut down here, charge back a little bit, and then we'll boost him on into pit. Here comes or Leclerc moving up to P4. Come on, Verstappen, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And he's out. Is he back in P7? Yes, he made it just out, just in time to squeeze back into P7. Just in time. Alright, so he's trailing right now. He's behind the medium tires, so he's gonna catch up, as the mediums are gonna be going into pit this lap. Those Norris, Leclerc, Sainz are going to be going into pit, leaving AI Verstappen out there for us to hunt down. Ooh, Norris did not go to pit. Norris doing another lap on his mediums. Interesting there. Lando Norris not pitting there. That was an interesting one. Alright, anyways, we want to go back to pit now, and we're gonna stock both drivers on lap 5 here with no servicing. No servicing. But we want to get somebody to go create some distance for us. So what we'll do is use the soft tires, and we'll kind of slow down Leclerc He's not moving too far away though. Verstappen, he's not going too far away. He's not going too far away at all. But yeah, all right, let's go in. We'll go in nice and slow with Leclerc. Shouldn't be too long in there. There's one is out. Where is the other? He's on his way now. Where is he gonna come out? Back in P8, moving back up to P7. Beautiful. All right, great ride, great drive there. All right, so now we have Hamilton is going to be going to pit. Then we have a host of medium and hard tires to trail down. Yeah, so we're just going to hunt them down one by one, and then we're going to just try and pass one by one. We can't overtake there. Let's see here. Oh. Alright, so we'll time him, and then we'll get him in the corner. Didn't get him in the corner there, and we didn't get Sainz in the corner either. Alright, so there we go, get in there. Now we're gonna just boost or Leclerc to use this power unit to come and catch up to Leclerc on his hards and squeeze by him. And we have a good little gap to P2, so we're not going to catch him, but we could catch up to Leclerc on his hards here. Close down there, and then we'll just boost back up so we can catch him in the corner, inside line. There we go, up to P5. So, ooh, he's out of tires. Oh my god, I didn't notice he was going to run out of tires right there. Alright, so P4, P6 for us. A great race in the end. Didn't notice Leclerc was running out of tires there. So when he did squeeze into P5, he was like out of tires. And the finish line on Jeddah is like way up the straight. So if you run out of tires right on the corner, man, you're going to be very slow. You could lose a lot of positions going to the finish line at Jeddah. Alright, so there we go. Now let's take a quick look at the debriefing window, and then we're gonna end the video there. Use code word debriefing down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos for all your support. And there was the match, pretty nice match, and there was the car. Right, so this match was pretty favorable for us. Yeah, and we got the win. Alright, so that's basically going to be it. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your events, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Wait, you probably want to see how much did we score, right? Let's take a quick look. There we go, 174 after first 4 races, which is nice. Alright, so that's basically going to be it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Shout out Christopher Graves.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.